We just got a massive Bills free agency update. A new report unveils a new target that Brandon Beane and Sean McDermott want to add through free agency. So let's talk about it all right here. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Bills Digest. I'm your host, Anthony Senicar, and it is off-season time, so you know what that means. Tons of trade rumors, tons of draft coverage, and tons of free agency signings. There's only one issue. 72% of you guys who are watching this video right now are not subscribed to the channel. Subscribe, join the army here at Bills Digest to stay in touch with all your latest Bills offseason news, because we got you guys covered from wall to wall. So subscribe, stay in touch, stay informed, and join the army. And like I said, guys, a new report unveils a new target the Bills might be looking to acquire through free agency. That report being that Justin Simmons has shown interest in joining the Buffalo Bills. On his most recent podcast appearance on the K. Adams podcast, he unpromptly mentioned the Buffalo Bills among the three teams he would potentially like to join. He added that playing for any of them would be special. He said, I said it in a podcast maybe a couple of weeks ago, maybe a month ago, but teams like Buffalo, Cincy, and Philadelphia, teams like that will always have been in the mix. It would be special. And that is massive for the Bills, because let's not forget, last year after former All-Pro safety Justin Simmons got cut by the Denver Broncos, the Bills were linked to him. He ends up going to the Atlanta Falcons for more money than what the Bills can offer, but was never in the playoff mix. Now it seems like Justin Simmons wants to be on a contender, wants to make the playoffs, and I think Buffalo might be the perfect destination for him. Currently looking at the Bills' safety depths, they have Taylor Rapp and Damar Hamlin, who are currently penciled in as the two starters. You got Cole Bishop, who improved from last year from being a rookie, and you got Derek Forrest, who the Bills just signed in free agency. That seems like the Bills still have slot for one more safety. Again, if Derek Forrest doesn't work out and Justin Simmons ends up taking the starting role from Damar Hamlin, then you're rocking into the season with Taylor Rapp, Justin Simmons, Damar Hamlin, and Cole Bishop, which is a very, very good safety room. You got the veteran in Justin Simmons, a former All-Pro who knows what it takes to be a very good safety in this league. You got Damar Hamlin, who has been in this Bills system for the past 5 years, who understands the system, and if there's an injury, can come back in and be a full-time starter, and you are not going to see a massive drop as he was a full-time starter last year. And again, not a ball-hawking safety like I said in the past, but knows his position, knows his role, and knows where to be in this Sean McDermott system. You got Taylor Rapp, who will now be going into his third year in this Bills system. Looked very good last year. Looked like he improved from his first year under the system, and I am expecting a big season from Taylor Rapp. And Cole Bishop, who had very early rookie woes. Let's not forget that Houston Texan game where he got beat over the top and looked out of place a lot. The Bills bring in Micah Hyde halfway through last year on the practice squad, and Cole Bishop got taken under Micah Hyde's wing, and his game improved drastically. So I think if you bring in a Justin Simmons into this locker room, it just goes from over here to all the way up here, and I think having someone like Simmons fits perfectly into this locker room. Obviously, he is not that of an All-Pro anymore, kind of a middle-of-the-tier safety, but again, still plenty of left in the tank. Finishes off the season with 55 total tackles, 2 interceptions, 2 total pressures, and 22 receptions allowed. The overall PFF grade, again, not outstanding, but a very serviceable safety with, I think, still opportunity for him to grow and develop in this system and maybe get back to that former All-Pro level. And like I said, there are opportunities there for him to get back to that former All-Pro level. Had a few standout games last year with Atlanta, mainly against the Kansas City Chiefs, the Dallas Cowboys, the LA Chargers, and the Las Vegas Raiders. Again, if you're looking at that defensive grade chart, it's kind of, you're going up and down, up and down, up and down. But there are a few standout games against some very solid teams in there. And if you're looking at the career, you're going to see, look, this guy was a former All-Pro, had a dip from his All-Pro career, slowly progressed down. So again, on their older side of 30 years old. So again, not going to be one of the top tier safeties in the league, but bringing in a veteran presence into this locker room that Cole Bishop can learn from, that Damar Hamlin can continue to develop under, that Taylor Rapp can continue to learn from. I think it just fits the mold of what the Bills have been trying to do this offseason, and that is either getting younger guys on 3-year or 2-year contracts like that of Hesh or that of Joshua Palmer, or you go and get a big game hunting target like that of a Joey Bosa, who's on the older side, sign him on a 1-year contract and let him play out the season and let him improve the Bills defense as a whole. Again, if the Bills do not target a rookie in the draft, I would not be surprised if the Bills go and sign Justin Simmons for a 1-year, like $4 million or $5 million contract. I think he would fit perfectly on this team, and I think Brandon Beane and Sean McDermott are always looking to evolve and improve their team, and bringing in a former All-Pro like Justin Simmons would do just that. Damar Hamlin was a starter last year, but his biggest knack has always been he's not a ball hawk. But again, he is just a perfect safety for the system, knows where to be, doesn't get beat, understands where he needs to be, and understands where to put other guys in positions. Just not really a real ball hawk. Justin Simmons, a former ball hawk, former All-Pro, gives you a little bit more upside, has been a safety in this league for years, understands how to play the safety position. I feel like he comes into the system, he's going to know what's expected for him, and he's going to know where to be, but he brings a bit more upside like that of Micah Hyde and Jordan Poyer used to, which were ball hawk guys and guys that kind of sniffed out where the ball was going to be, and I just think it's going to help for the development of Cole Bishop, and I just think it brings a bit more upside than that of Damar Hamlin. Again, Damar's only on a 1-year contract for not a lot of money, so if you bring in kind of another guy to kind of push Damar, why not? The Bills tried to do it last year. They signed Mike Edwards. Everybody thought going to training camp that he was going to be the starter. Damar Hamlin continues to be the starting safety. Mike Edwards ends up getting cut. Maybe the Bills do it again, kind of bring some more guys into camp to try and pressure Damar Hamlin, see if they can improve Damar Hamlin and improve Damar Hamlin and look for a better safety. It seems like the Bills are not set on Damar Hamlin, and I think Justin Simmons is going to be the perfect fit if they end up bringing in a safety. But I want to hear from you guys below. What are your guys' thoughts? Do you guys think the Bills should be targeting Justin Simmons, or should they just wait for the draft, or maybe a free agent rookie and bring someone in and kind of just rock out with the current safety depth of Taylor Rapp, Damar Hamlin, Derek Williams, and that of Cole Bishop, and maybe a late round safety or a free agent rookie safety? Let me know your thoughts below, guys. I want to hear from you, as I always do. And as well, please subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 400 subscribers, so every little bit helps. And it's free agency time, so you know what that means. We're going to keep you guys in touch all free agency and all off season. So subscribe, stay informed, and like I always say, guys, go Bills.